goes just beyond the point where they should have stopped. It's all right, because then it becomes experiment. And if an artist stops when it is good art, the artist never grows.
I gave an interview to a London newspaper the night before the play of Illuminatus opened at the National Theatre, and some wicked tempting spirit had appeared just before this interview with a Liverpool accent. Sounded just like Ringo Starr, but it wasn't, and said, "You might try some of this." And I tried some of this, and I don't know what the hell it was. I think it was Tangier hash. Anyway, the next day I read in the newspaper that I had told this reporter, she had asked me what was the main artistic point of Illuminatus, and I said, it's got nothing to do with art whatsoever. We're living in Syria. We're living in heavy times. Serious things are going on. The fate of the world is at stake. It's too late for art. This is magic. And this was printed, and it got all over London, and the intelligentsia started showing up, and people were expecting miracles to happen in the theater. And there were still people telling about miracles that happened to them in the theater. Only I don't remember ever saying that. Somebody said it through me.
We're talking at lunch today with Karmazin. We're talking about the experimental theater that we did this summer, in which it was openly declared that theater is basically magic. All theater is magic. Some theater is more magic than others. That 90%, maybe 95% of theatrical presentation is misdirection. Maybe some of you heard the beginning of that talk here after the last meeting we had. And that by taking the misdirection out, we were letting the audience in on the fact that we were attempting a conjuration, which would result on stage with the descent of a presence of one kind or another, which would, by the process of sucking the blood of the audience, would then hopefully return something to the audience which would be of some transformational value. Although nothing was guaranteed, and we might very well end up with something that just sucked blood and went away. After our Dracula story, we got the agreement from the audience. We told the members of the audience that if before this conjuration took place they would like to leave, they could do so. Moreover, they could have double their money back if they wished to leave before the conjuration took place. And no one left in some 60 performances. This is an answer to your question. You have to be very patient, and there is really a choice. If you really want to know the secrets of the Illuminati, it will cost you everything that you have in your ordinary life. You can either have the secrets of the Illuminati, or you can have your ordinary life, your organic life. But you can't have both. And nothing that you learn in the ideas will help your ordinary life, your organic life. You're either going to have one or the other. And the price of the understanding of real ideas is to literally, from then on, consciously die from everything up to that moment that you have been, that you've become, that you hope for yourself, that you wish for yourself, that you think you ought to become, to die completely to it and walk away from it. You may be able to return to it, but nothing is guaranteed. And if you think you're going to get anything special as a result of walking away from it, you won't necessarily either. In fact, the chances are that you will be immediately returned to it. Not necessarily. You might have to give up everything and live a completely different life.
How's that different from using that as an excuse for incompetence?
It isn't very different from using it as an excuse for incompetence. You can use it as an excuse for incompetence. In fact, you're welcome to use these ideas as cop-outs.
As excuses for anything.
Oh, yeah. Nobody says you have to actually use these ideas. You can fake it. And live with the fakery, the fraud, for the rest of your life. Or not, as you choose. It's up to you. And no one's going to call your trip if you decide to fake it. You have the right to bullshit your way through. But really, the price of knowledge and understanding is your life. As you lived it so far, as you know it so far, as you understand it, and as you would choose to live it from now on. And you literally can never go back to it again once you have chosen to know the secrets of the Illuminati. Because the Illuminati don't let you go, like the mafia. You never can quit. You can try to quit, you can decide to quit, but you can't really ever quit. So before you really decide that you want to know the secrets of the Illuminati, and the difference between not knowing them and knowing them, you can hear, you're hearing the secrets of the Illuminati all day long, every day. But the secrets keep themselves until you make the decision to die to organic life. Not in a, this isn't a license for suicide in an ordinary sense. It's nothing stupid intended. But to walk away from organic life, at the same time be willing to perform any of the actions, any of the activities of organic life which you have been performing, including your life up to that point and its continuation if necessary and if it becomes evident to do so. So there really isn't any guarantee of escape from your destiny.